Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel and today's video. So the Swedish word of the day is update, which is in Swedish uppdatering. 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 So today I am doing my fourth project pan uppdatering. This would be my fifth update because I have done it for 5 months, but I didn't do one month. I don't remember which month it was. I think it would be February, but doesn't matter. Today I'm going to feature some products that I have used up. I'm going to feature some products that I haven't used up and just show you guys the progress that I've made. I want to make it perfectly clear that I do these videos and I have this as a rolling project pan, so sometimes the goal isn't to use something up, it is only to use it for a while and then just get some extra use out of it and then get it out of my collection or get it back into the drawers just to get some extra use out of the products that I have in my collection. Anyway, I filmed this look, but that video is not up yet. I think it's gonna be up in 1 week or something, so just stay tuned for that. It kind of depends on how much editing I will be able to do because life is hectic right now. Life is a little bit cray-cray, but that's fine. So let's start off talking about this product. This is a product that I finished up or used up. This is the Youth to the People Superfood Cleanser. Okay, I just changed my hair. It just bugged me a little bit, but anyway, fresh. I was pretty sure that I would finish this one up, but I have to say it was dreadful. I didn't like it. I have talked about the fact that I don't like this, and I'm not saying that it is a bad product, but I think that this is more of like a morning cleanser, and I am the kind of person that I cleanse my face in the morning with micellar water, so I don't go in and clean my face like that because it's too stripping on my skin. So this is a little bit of a too gentle cleanser for me just because of the fact that I need something that takes off all of this makeup. By the way, I know that I have mascara right here. It just won't come off because I used a new mascara today. So anyway, we will be rolling in a new product, but we're gonna continue with the updates and then we're gonna show you all of the new products. So let's talk about my IT Cosmetics CC cream. This is a product that I've had in for such a long time. I've talked about this so much, but foundations is something that I am underestimating. I always think that it's gonna take 1-2 months to finish up a half full foundation, and that's just not the case. My goal wasn't to actually finish this one up, but I have just loved it, so I really wanted to just continue using it, and now I'm not done with it, but I think you can see on the marking that I have just the tiniest bit left. I think that I will be able to finish this one up in the end of next month. I'm pretty sure that I will actually. This is a beautiful foundation and I really enjoy using it, and especially I love to sometimes mix it with other foundations. I feel like I have a pretty good use out of this one right now since I am loving it so much, and I wasn't really sure how good I was going to be just because I had to shop my stash with all of my favorite products. But I ended up reaching for this so much. I kind of forced myself to be like, okay, you can use one foundation, like for instance the Ardell foundation one day, and the next day you have to use this, and it's been so fun. This is a foundation that I didn't love when I started using it, but now I really love it. I talked about this before, but I don't want to use it for like filming days just because it is very dewy, and when you have all of these lights you tend to look a little bit more dewy than you actually are. So, but still, this is bae. Another product that I finished up was my Catrice Liquid Camouflage Concealer. I did not think that I was going to get this done in the next month because in all honesty I haven't used it that much, but I realized that it was harder and harder to use, so I took out the stopper. You can see right here that I took out the stopper, and after that I just felt like everything went so quickly. Now when I look inside it you can still see that I have some product right in the bottom, but I cannot scrape it out. I have also tried scraping as much as I can on the sides, but the problem now is that when I try to put on some more product, it is so little product that I end up removing the foundation that I have under my eyes or the Becca concealer that I have under my eyes. So I just said I'm done with it because I'm not it's not that important for me to get every single drop out of the way or out of the product, but still, like, I feel I did a good job, and I definitely needed to downsize my concealer collection, so I think we're gonna roll in a new concealer, but we're gonna continue with the product and see how this has been. My Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil Bronzer is a product that I have used for a while now, and my goal was to finish it up last year. Obviously, I didn't make that goal, but I have continued to use it this year, and I've made a lot of progress on it. So in the beginning of the month, I actually decided to repress it. So I decided to just take a little tweezer or something, you know, very sharp, like a knife or something, and I just scraped out everything that was left in the pan, and then I repressed it with some alcohol or rubbing alcohol, you know, whatever it is, and I'm gonna show you a picture of what it looked like when I had done that. So that is how it looked, and I will say that I did enjoy it, but the first kind of layer wasn't really that nice. I kind of felt like I had to scrape off a little bit of the first layer because it was a little bit too stiff for my liking. I feel like I've done such an amazing job with it. I don't know why, but this formula has taken me such a long time to use up. Normally it doesn't take me this long to use up something like a bronzer, but I think it has to do with the fact that I've used other bronzers, but it kind of shows you that when you hit pan in something, you have such a long way to go. It's nowhere near empty. That is something that I have learned throughout this progress. Like, I already had a huge dip in this one. I had a major pan, I think, anyway, and it had just proven to me that I have so much product left. And let me tell you that I've used this every single day. When I've done my Shop My Stashes, I have not used many other bronzer. It has maybe been like, during these 30 days, maybe I've used another bronzers 4 times, and that has been because I've filmed, because I've wanted to in my off days, or whatever it might be. It's a never-ending progress project. Okay, let's talk about my Stila shadows for a little bit, and I will say that I don't think that I have already weighed them. I just weighed them right now, and I will say that I don't think that it will make a lot of sense. Okay, let's just start off with the shade Golden Girl. It weighs the same. It weighs 19 grams still, but I haven't even used it, so, you know, no surprise there. I really try to focus on these two because these two are kind of my favorite shadows, but I think that they might have gone up, and that is because the formula is so dry, especially on the shade Pearlina. I've used the shade Pearlina so much when it comes to like inner corner highlights during the day, or, you know, just a tip, just a little bit on top of a shadow or something, just to make it pop a little bit extra. I try to use it like that, and I think, I don't remember if I took out the stopper or not before that, but I have definitely done that now, and I feel like almost every time I need to use this, I need to take in some extra of the, you know, Ingla Duraline dupe that I have, the mixing liquid from Revolution Pro. So before it weighed 20 grams and now it weighs 18 grams. So I have definitely used it more than I thought. But the thing is that, again, maybe it has to do with the fact that I didn't, or that I have taken out the stopper. I can't remember if I had, but I know that I have taken out the stopper of Kitten Karma. So it's the same thing with this one. This one I've used a lot more, in the sense of like, I've used it less times, but I've had it all over my lid. I had it all over my lid in my Beauty Bay video, and you could see it in there, and it's just a beautiful shade. It weighed 18 grams and now we're down to 17 grams. So a little bit of progress, but again, like every time I use it, I need to go in with some liquid, mixing liquid thing. So I didn't expect it to go down too much, but I'm still like, I'm happy. And then this is actually a product that I will take out of the product. This is the Anastasia eyeshadow primer. This I've used a couple of times, but it's still on the same 11 grams as it was when I started. I took it in last month and it has ruined my eyeshadow so many times, and I've talked about the fact that I can only use it when I'm not working, so when I have my off days, because when I'm working I have my eyeshadow on for more than 12, 13, 14 hours. So it's just not working out for me at all. It just ends up creasing during the day and I just don't enjoy it. So I feel like I'm kind of hate panning it. I don't want to do that. I don't think that that is good. So I am going to take it out of the project. So let's talk about my contour kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I had this one in the beginning of the year and I tried to use up the bronzers, but now I've shifted my focus and I'm trying to use up the setting shade. So the lightest shade, I think it's like vanilla or vanilla bean or something like that. This is what it looks like right now, and you can see that it has some marks in it. I actually went in with a dirty brush, or not a dirty brush, it was wet because I had cleaned it and it hadn't dried. So now I'm just, I didn't know what to do, like should I show it to you guys or not? And I felt like, okay, I'm not gonna scrape it off or use tape or anything like that. I'm gonna wait so I can feature it. But the thing is that a lot of the times I hit pan and I'm so excited and then I feel like the rest of the progress is so boring. So what I have been doing, because I usually use this every single day to set my eyeshadow primer, just like right here. So I've tried to focus my brush not in the center but all the way around, so it's gonna be a little bit quicker, you know, once you hit pan to actually finish up the product. I know it's a little bit silly, but that's just what I'm doing. I'm just trying to have some fun with it. I'm not in any rush to get this out of my collection or to get this panned or used up, because I know that I have such a long way to go, but I still enjoy it. I feel like it's kind of fun to use such an old product. Now we're coming on to my Ofra Cosmetics liquid lipsticks, and this has actually been a lot of fun because I've whipped out all of my other colors that I had in my collection. Not saying that I'm using every one of them consistently, but I've used them more than I've used them in the past like 8 months or something. So that's really fun. I feel like I'm really getting through my lipstick collection, and I feel like I'm getting, like, very slowly, but still I'm going through it, and that's so much fun. So let's see here. We had Nude Potion and Charmed. Nude Potion weighed 24 grams. I think it varied, like it went from 24 to 23 grams, but I stuck to 24 grams, and today it weighs 23 grams. So I usually use this with the shade Charmed because it's a little bit too light to be used on its own, and then I just apply it in the center. So 1 gram, I don't know what I could expect. Like, we all know that the packaging weighs as well, so it's never gonna go down to 0, but I feel like I wasn't really sure how much I was going to use them, just because of the fact that I don't know what's normal, like how many grams does it usually go down. I don't know because I don't watch a lot of Prada Pan videos, so I'm just happy that it goes down. The shade Charmed weighed 25 grams, and that has also gone down to 24 grams. A little bit shocked that it's only a gram, but again, it might not be only. Then we had my Kicks face mist. I realized that I go through these things so fast, and that is something that I learned with Prada Pan. So this time around I wanted to be a little bit more cautious with how much setting spray I actually use. So for instance, instead of spraying the entire room and, you know, drenching my face in it, I wanted to make a little bit more of like a slow progress, and I would say that I'm probably down to here. And I was like, why? Like, I really tried, but you know, it's hard. Now that I think about it, maybe I'm like down to here perhaps, but it's okay. I love setting sprays and I love to just take down the cakiness a little bit, so I'm happy with that. Almost last product, this is my Pixi Eye Patches. These are the 45, so these are going to firm a little bit. So I've used these a lot actually. I only have 1 pair left. I used them a lot like the first 2 weeks, and then I've been too stressed in the morning to use them. I usually use them during the time when I do my brows, and then I go in my eye cream and SPF and everything like that. But yeah, I've been a bit stressed, but I used them today and realized that I only had 1 pair left, so that's really exciting. So I think we're gonna take out a new product and just replace them. I liked them in the beginning, especially because there was so much serum in them, but now when you're coming down to the bottom, you can kind of see that there isn't a lot of product left, so they feel a little bit almost a little bit dry, so I wouldn't probably maybe repurchase them. But I know that some people like them to be a little bit more dry just because of the fact that they kind of sit and they stay. When they are too wet, they just run down your face. My last product is my Mirror Luminizer from the Balm. This is something that I included last month because I told you guys that I think that this is gonna be way too old if I don't start using it. I feel like this is the last year that I will have this in my collection. And you know what? The product is still going strong. I haven't noticed a change. I still feel like it's a bomb product and I feel like it's so good, and I have made a great progress in my personal opinion. Like, I hit major side pan. Now I will say that I can see in the product that I have focused mainly my brush here when I have applied it. So when I hit this side pan, I actually decided to try and continue to just try and use or try and pan it right here in the sides and not here, because I feel like I have to repress it if I do, and I don't really want to repress it. So I'm trying just to use it a little bit more towards this side, but this is phenomenal. I use this so often in my inner corner. I use this as a face highlight, obviously, and it's just an amazing product. It's just one of those like cult classic favorites. It does the job. You can tone it down if you want it to be a little bit more subtle, but it's still such a fantastic highlight. So I really love it. I love the packaging of it, and I just think it's incredible, and I don't want this to get out of my collection because I just think it's a fab product. But I have a lot of highlights, so it's good for me to pan and highlight and get a little bit less product. So we used up the Catrice concealer, we used up the Youth to the People cleanser, and we will use up this in the next week for sure. So I'm gonna pull in 3 products. A cleanser that I will pull in is from Ren. This is the, let's see here, Express Makeup Remover. This is like a milk. I'm not in love with this product and I never use it, so I kind of wanna get to know it a little bit more. So I marked it right here. So here you can see that the, what is it called? The plastic is, but I marked it where the product was. So I have not used this a lot, but I thought that I would pull it in anyway and get some use out of it. And then I really want to downsize my primer collection, so I pulled in my Cover FX Blurring Primer. So I would say that I've used about half of this one. I have half to go. I don't really use it all over my face when I use it, but I use it around my nose, my chin, and right here. So I use it where I have like the biggest pores, like around this area as well, and then here where I have like my little wrinkle. I don't love this product anymore. I used to do it, but ever since I got in a little bit more into skincare, my pores are not as big as they used to be, which is like, that's great. So I feel like, you know, it's just, I need to use it and I want to get it out of my collection. And the last product I will include is also a concealer. This is from Milani. I should have marked it when it stood up, but I am going to try and mark it so you can see where it was to the next update. So I will let this just stand until tomorrow, and then I will mark it as wherever it is, and then you'll see the line in my next update. So I think that is all we're gonna do. Let me know how your product pan is going and how it's working out for you. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy this video, give me a thumbs down. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!